Welcome everyone. It's early morning, getting closer to New Year day by day. Ah, Pascal, bonjour, comment ça va? Today is about 0 degrees Celsius. A little frosty. Sunrises are spectacular. Driest season in Japan. Très bien. Magnifique. I don't know if you say that. I should have learned French when I was in Canada, but I only knew Polish, so I continued learning English. And I never had time for French. But in Canada, everyone can understand something from French because they took the classes. And when I arrived, I took a French class, although it was just simple stuff. And then I never taken a class again. It's rather cold here. Oh, it's the same weather. How nice. How nice. Did you see these tulips? These are winter tulips. They grow and flower in the winter. They will be out in maybe a month, maybe January or so. It's really, really cool. And you can see all these. The ground is definitely frozen. And not many plants are growing. My Polish level is under the sea level. The Polish level, I heard I mean the Polish language is really difficult from what I heard from other people. And I don't see myself learning it if I didn't know it in the first place. It's as crazy as learning all those Chinese characters in Japanese and Chinese. I was watching Vendée Globe again. Every day I'm following them. What a nice Christmas they have. Those beautiful, beautiful decorations and presents that everyone is opening. The Japanese guy had some music by school children, Christmas carols sent from school in Yokohama City. So he was pretty happy. And I think he had the best decorated boat. I'm from Poland, and then I went to Canada. So, yeah, my mother tongue is Polish. Chopin. Have you ever been to his grave? He's somewhere in Paris, I think. His grave, right? When he died, they cut his heart out and they brought it to Warsaw. And the heart is entombed in some wall in a church somewhere. Did I hear a Japanese accent? No. I'm a citizen of the world. Look at this. Maybe there are seeds inside of this. I wonder if I could grow something. Chopin's. Frédéric Chopin. Chopin. We just say Chopin in Polish. What is this? Do you know what this is? It's a shoe, but for a dog. Someone will come back for it. Oh wow! That's amazing. I always wondered, I sometimes search on Google Earth, and I find, how does it look? Because I've only heard from textbooks in Poland Um, so my imagination is completely different. Oh, do you know the Maria Curie Skłodowska and Pierre Curie? Everybody knows, I guess, right? She was Polish. And Pierre, he was French, wasn't he? Père Lachaise Cemetery. No, I haven't been. Curie, yeah, Curie's. Yeah, you know, like she got 2 Nobel Prizes. And then with Pierre, I think. And then her daughter also got a Nobel Prize. Something incredible. Yeah. But being in Canada, you know, I've never had the opportunity to go to Quebec province. They have, like, you know, the most European feeling in there. I went to the Wild West straight, like prairies, where here you have a saloon, here you have a hotel, and there's the bank, and maybe general store. But Quebec looks like so fancy, and older buildings. Wow, look at these maples here, they're still hanging on. Go west, that's what they said. You know, I didn't realize this, that the more west you go, the more wild it is. It was. I mean, it kind of still is, like the remains of it are still there. I mean, it's been only 100 years since the Wild West, you know, disappeared, really, like the culture. I always hear, yeah, Ontario, Quebec, that is the place of the culture. All the crazy people, they went west. I mean, you know, it's just anybody who doesn't want to be in England, ship them off to the New World. That's how it began. You don't like the Queen? You better not admit that, but you're going to Canada and North America. One way on the ship. And I think the criminals went to Australia. What a terrible thing. You went over to Western Point, you crosses the... Oh! Yeah, so... it's just like that. Just like that. But you know, it's all civilized these days, and it's just the size of the country is so big. It's cheaper to buy gasoline from United States than ship it in Canada to Canada. Now they want to put tariffs on us, but we'll see what happens. Wow, nice smell of leaves here. You see this? All leaves down here. That's such a really good smell of autumn in Europe. In Poland, when I was a kid, you know, you walk paths like this in the forest and smell these leaves, and you know, yeah, that's autumn. Collect some chestnuts. Oh, I was watching the Olympics in Paris. Wow, Celine Dion showed up. Can you believe that? That was a surprise. She struggles with some, you know, disease, some rare disease. So she disappeared for a long time, and wow, she was there at the opening ceremony. Maria Leszczyńska. Wow, I have to I have to figure this out. That's actually things I don't know. Wow, a Polish queen. Wow. What was I talking about? Now I forgot. Maybe it's Leszczyńska. But you know what's amazing? That you guys got invaded by Vikings. I also didn't know that. That Vikings went up the Seine, or Seine, I don't know how to pronounce it, and ravaged Paris completely, I think. While you were still, on that island on the river. Oh, beautiful sunrise is happening there somewhere. But in Poland, we have almost no records of Vikings because, we had no records. Yeah, records are limited, but I think they for sure were there. All in the north of the country. Yeah. Wow. It was too hot for them to go south. But I heard they went some other places too. What bird is that? We have some legends, and I found out that one of the daughters of our rulers in Poland, very early, 900, 800 year maybe, I think 900 to 1000, married one of the kings of England. They didn't teach us that at school. I think his name was Knut. It's amazing. Yeah, thousand, yeah, those times. Poland took baptism in 992 or 998. I don't remember exactly. But this was like dark ages for us still. So yeah, there was lots of fighting, I guess. How far in Great Britain did you go, guys? I'm always amazed to know how far Romans got. They went through your territory, of course, right? You must have some Roman roads or some remains. Knut doesn't sound very Polish. No, he wasn't Polish king. He was a British king. But the daughter of our king married him. She just, I don't know, was she a queen? I guess, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know how that monarchy works. Yeah, we didn't have much connection with you guys. You guys were far away from Poland, behind Germany, I guess. We're always in some war. Teutonic Knights, Prussia, Russia, Austria, Hungary. Yeah. Wow, it's so quiet here. Beautiful. Oh, you have a Roman baths. Oh my gosh, I wouldn't have known. I heard of that, in England. They always say, yeah, the Londinium part over there was built by the Romans, and they called it Londinium. Wow, that's so cool. What it reminds me is of the Asterix and Obelix, the the comics by, who was the author? I think he was French, right? Gosh, I forgot. I loved this when I was a kid. And I love the movies. Understandable, no problem, don't worry. You know, English is my second language, so I can compute Asterix and Obelix. I loved it. You know, when I was a kid, we got VHS, and then for the first time, I finally got the Asterix and Obelix series and movies. I think they were movies, and it was so much fun. Like they go and they harass those Romans. It's hilarious. It's amazing, you know. But the Romans went through your country up there. What was it back then? It must have been very. There was no France, of course. Maybe there were Gauls. What did the Julius Caesar write? Gallia est omnis divisa in partes tres. The Gallia, in principle, is divided into 3 parts. Yeah, the rest I don't remember. Idefix, the little dog. Yeah, it was cute. My gosh, that was really good anime and animated movie for that period. But you know, the VHS tapes were all like in such a bad condition, so I only remember this in very, very rough form. Did you study Latin? I studied it as a medical terminology only. Inam incolum Belgae aliam Aquitani. So there are Belgs, columns? Inam incolum Belgae aliam Aquitans, maybe? Man, I have to translate that. It's amazing that he wrote diaries while he was invading those places. And then, you know, I look what was in Poland at the time, and in Poland the Polish people were not even there. And the tribes, because there was just hunter-gatherers at the time, and Romans never came from Poland. I mean, they never came through Poland, I mean. So we don't have all the old things. But I think around 5th, 4th century, we finally moved from the Eastern Europe to Poland. I mean, it wasn't Poland or Polish people or anything. I mean, our ancestors. And then, you know, the country was formed. So easy to translate, in fact. On are you speak in the European language? No. But you know, I noticed that like Sanskrit has so many words that are similar to the real words these days. Yeah, it's amazing, you know, nothing in Poland. And there were Celts before us and some other people living. I mean, it's impossible to tell what kind of people they were, but then you just study them as like a culture of this, culture of that. You know, the culture of the pots that had certain patterns, and that lasted for some time. People loved to build various megaliths. That's Celtic, I think, culture too. Like the Stonehenge, you know, we have graves like that in Poland. And here in Japan, pretty much same thing, no writing. There's plenty of graves everywhere, but we have no idea who's in them. And some are like huge pyramids almost. How do you end up in Japan? I don't know. I just came here, and I found work, and then I never left. I would never have thought I'm gonna be here. I will be in Canada, probably enjoying the snow. You want to know more? Yeah, of course. It's all fun, you know. And then now you have, Google Maps. You can go there, and check and look at the photos. It's again, these areas, this is all new neighborhoods. Or just forests like this, not that long ago here. But who knows, when there's rivers, people lived, and like at the side of the rivers they had tombs. Sometimes you can see it in parks here. And some, they're under the houses. Unfortunately, they've been sacrificed or taken apart. For all these days, I thought, I'm not Japanese. No. I'm still learning Japanese, but I wish I could speak the language better, of course. Oh, very frosty now. We got first rays of sun here coming. Oh, I hope it's gonna be a lovely, warm day. Can't wait till New Year. I'm gonna do some hiking in the New Year. At night to see the sunrise, and then hike down, do some geocaching, and eat something at some restaurant early in the morning, and I hope it's gonna be open. Imagine the disappointment. Well, some people were disappointed because every now and then someone pops in and is like, wait a minute, you are not Japanese? I'm like, what? Of course I'm not. For the whole time you're a Japanese. Come on. And then, my English is too good, I think. In Japan, not many people speak English very well or at all. So I would be very rare person. Oh, it's a pigeon flying there. Yeah. I would be surprised if this was a castle or something in the past, but I think it's not. It just looks like it. But, as I have been YouTubing around and scoping, I went to many of graves and castles. Sometimes I even went inside the burial caves. Some of them have already collapsed. There's nothing left. And some of them are still preserved. Some of them have been re-preserved so that you can actually go inside and see how it really looks. Some of the rare ones have some kind of carvings inside. Usually it's just blank wall. Your English is too good to be. It's always my second language, and I think now that I speak English, normally I forget Polish when I go to Poland, or I still train with my parents. So maybe that's good. Oh, it's a drink machine. Let's see how many warm drinks do they have. Oh, 2/3 of the drinks are warm. Oh my gosh, look at this. We got coffees. Black barista black, smaller, creamy cocoa. Oh, milk tea. This is all hot, by the way. It actually says here. And this is also in Japanese here, hot. This is tea, barley tea, black bean tea, jasmine tea, vitamin, Oh, this is a corn soup and bean soup, like a sweet bean soup. And here are the cold ones. Oh, Italy, how fantastic. Oh, thinking of that, we had a queen from Italy. Her name was Bona. She was pretty good queen. Ah, Italy, my gosh, all the good stuff, all the good food. Ah, yummy. And of course, all the European food is so good. I miss the Polish food, of course. But she introduced us all the vegetables like tomatoes and soups, risotto. I mean, no one would be eating that in the Middle Ages, and she brought it, and now Polish cuisine is big with that. When was it? 14th century? Oh, my battery is going. My battery is dying, I think. Yeah, it was a long time ago. But she went back to Italy, she got poisoned and I think died there. I don't know what happened. Something like that. And of course Italy, the Vatican is there, the Pope. Well, I really wanted to go to the St. Peter's Basilica. See, the Pieta, Michelangelo's carvings, that must be beautiful. Italians, yeah. We have a Pieta in Cathedral in Tokyo here, but it's just a copy. And the cathedral here has 3 relics from the John Paul II, the Polish Pope, and then there's some Polish saint, Sister Faustina Kowalska, and then there's San Francisco Xavier